not a manufacturing contract. This is transferring technology for HAL to own, right? So HAL will therefore take full responsibility of these rockets as a business. That means they manufacture, they source components, they manufacture, they launch, and they do market development. And they own the P&L. They monetize the technology that they're getting transferred from ISRO. So it will be like a Skyroot or Agnikul.
Right.
So the only difference is Skyroot, Agnikul develop technology on their own, and they have purchased technology from ISRO.
All right. So in a way, HAL can be a vendor to anyone who is wanting to buy or maybe acquire an SSLV for a rocket launch.
That is correct. In fact, only company that can build SSLV after 2 years will be HAL. Nobody else can build SSLV.
All right. And would there be any possibility of having another round of bids to maybe have another company, another PSU or private sector?
Not in the near future. Not in the near future.
All right. What are some of the commercial uses that we are looking at, sir? You've said that while we are going to see 15, 16 more SSLV launches in the next 2 years, after 2 years, HAL will be the only ones to do so. And HAL will be initially working towards 2 rocket launches. What will be the commercial uses of these rockets?
Well, the capacity of the SSLV launch vehicle is about 500 kg of payload. Okay. So launches that will happen with these this rocket could be one satellite of under 500 kg, could be multiple satellite of few hundred kg, could be dozens of satellite of 50 kg, 10 kg, 12, 2 kg, all of these. So therefore, what we expect to see is in most cases, there will be an anchor customer, an anchor load, primary load, which could be say 200, 300 kg, and some other smaller load, what we call co-passengers, that will fill the capacity to take the full capacity of 500 kg. The benefit of a small rocket compared to a large rocket, and small rockets typically cost more per kg than a large rocket. The benefit is that the total turnaround time is very small, maybe as little as 3-4 weeks from the time that you decide that you want to build a rocket till the time the rocket is ready. Okay, and a company can book the full capacity for taking small satellites, which in a situation like if you're going to use a large, say LVM-3, and if you have a 100 kg satellite, you're depending on somebody else filling a 3.9 ton of load before your 100 kg comes in. So that's how the load will come. Multiple small satellites, and as you see these days, there are many constellations being launched, LEO constellations, and that could provide a tremendous level of business for small satellite launch vehicles. In fact, if you look at the projections that we see for future, we see a lot more exponential growth of small satellite launches than what we will see of very heavy launches.
That's an important point, sir. Would you be able to quantify the economic opportunity as a result? So you're saying 15 to 16 SSLV launches in 2 years alone before HAL starts its own operations. Going forward, what will be the annual economic opportunity out of this exercise, and what is the kind of market demand?
You see, the number of launches that we have based our project on is about 6 to 8 launches per year. Okay, HAL would have done their own calculation, their own market research to validate whether they will get 6 to 8 launches or get more than that. That only HAL can answer. But our estimation is that 6 to 8 launches will be a fair expectation to get every year post the 2-year period that we're talking about. And the 6 to 8 launches should produce enough revenue for the owner of the technology to be able to make the whole project commercially viable.
What is the cost, approximate cost of one rocket launch, sir?
So let me put it this way, that if you look at the current cost of launching or current price of launching on a small satellite, and there are only 1 or 2 such launch vehicles available commercially globally, is beyond $20,000 per kg. Okay. If you take $15,000 per kg, as the launch revenue, then for 500 kg, payload, we're talking about $7.5 million revenue from per rocket. And I cannot talk about what the cost of per rocket will be, but our calculation is 7.5 million revenue, or maybe somewhat lower, 6 to 8 rockets a year, sufficient to make the project profitable.
We've also seen meetings between SpaceX associates and the Indian government. Starlink has been given a license to operate in India, but at the same time, there are certain permissions still needed. And one such permission is needed from INSPACe. Could you give us a sense, sir, what is the current status of permissions and approvals for Starlink to operate commercially in India?
Yes. As you have said, that the two licenses are required. One is a GMPCS license, which has already been given to Starlink, and second is authorization from INSPACe for commencing the capacity, which is currently in the process of being done. We already have all the internal approvals for that. We already have sent. Our process is that we sent a draft authorization letter to the authorized company, which we have sent to them. And they will come back to us if they have any comments on the draft. And once they come back to us, if there are no comments on the draft, it's ready, we will sign it.
Dr. Goenka, thank you so much for joining us. It's always a pleasure. And thank you very much for giving us your view on the transfer of SSLV technology from ISRO to HAL.
Next. नहीं दिखाई दे रहा है क्या? Can someone talk to him?